Welcome to The Source, where we combine the headlines with in-depth conversations with the newsmakers themselves. Today on the program.
My dearest colleagues,
After a dramatic ouster,
Congresswoman Gloria Macapagal is hereby elected as the new Speaker of the House of Representatives.
former President Gloria Macapagal Arroyo unseats Pantaleon Alvarez as Speaker of the House.
Looks composed naman. Nandun na yung realization of the reality that GMA has the numbers.
What will her priorities be?
Aside from carrying out the legislative agenda of the President, it is also a Speaker's job, I think, to help the congressmen be able to assist their constituents especially when most needed.
And will charter change get a major boost under her leadership? Representatives Rey Umali and Alfredo Garbin join us live. Thank you for joining us. I'm Pinky Webb. Malacañang welcomes the change in leadership at the House of Representatives, saying that the President is ready to work with House Speaker Gloria Macapagal Arroyo. The ouster move against the former House Speaker, Pantaleon Alvarez, takes the spotlight during the President's third State of the Nation address. While there is an overwhelming support for Arroyo's speakership in the lower house, some senators are expressing their concerns on the House of Representatives' new leadership. Let's go straight to the sources of the story. Oriental, Mindoro's 2nd District Representative and still, possibly, the chairman of the House Justice Committee, Rey Umali, and a Bicol Partylist Representative, Alfredo Garbin Jr., who found an old mace and brought it inside Congress. Gentlemen, thank you both for being here.
Thank you for inviting us. Good morning.
Welcome. So let me start with Congressman Umali. Sir, where and how is Speaker Alvarez? Because you're still with him. Di ho ba?
Well, he's there. I did not see him yesterday. Did I see him yesterday?
Did you see him yesterday, sir? First full session na leader na speaker
I don't think so. Anyway, I saw him on the night of the sauna, but the day after, I did not see him there. We did not talk, but oh wait, I think no, we were there in the morning. We had Tuesday,
okay.
yeah, we
Nasaan
had
kayo, sir?
early meeting in Congress, and so we were just discussing about how things are and how to react on it, and more or less, as I said in my interview, there was already a realization that Speaker Arroyo has the numbers, so I guess it was more statesman it is more prudent to just let it be and not create any more fireworks.
So the ex-speaker was there yesterday morning.
Yes, that's correct.
Nung tanghali po, nung nag-umpisa na yung session and that they passed the ratified rather the Bangsa-Moro Organic Law. Was the speaker still at the House of Representatives?
I'm not sure about that, but I think, there were a lot of things happening. I think there are a lot of initiatives to get them to talk. I do not know if it ever happened.
In fact, that's my next question. Was there a meeting between the new speaker and the ex-speaker, sir? CGMA and Pantaleon Alvarez?
I am not aware of any. I have not been apprised of any.
Okay. Sige, Congressman, can you answer that?
I can confirm that the meeting transpired
Meron mo talaga.
yesterday. This was arranged by the transition team. A 4-man transition team composed of
Congressman Arthur Yap,
Danny Suarez, of course, Miro Kimbo was there also.
Right.
And the other one, basta, meron.
4 or 5 transition team yan.
4 or 5 transition team. And they discussed the smooth transition, especially passage, the enactment of the Bangsamoro Organic Law.
Sir, sino nag-meeting?
Ang naalala ko na nasabi ni Speaker GMA, former Majority Leader Rudy Fariñas were present, and yun yung discussion. Doon lang ako. Hindi ko pwede i-divulge kung ano yung...
That's fine, sir. So, ang nasa meeting po, si Majority Leader Fariñas, together with Speaker Gloria Macapagal Arroyo. Tama ho ba, sir?
The transition team.
So it's the transition team, the 4 to 5 member transition team, together with Congressman Rudy Fariñas.
And I think the former speaker was also present.
But you're not sure. You said, I think.
I was in the room of Majority Leader Fariñas, and sabi niya, I have to excuse because speaker is there, and I have to go, and the transition team wants to talk to us.
So, the point is what, sir? The transition team, Kong Fariñas, and ex-Speaker Alvarez met. Is that what you're saying, sir?
Hindi ko alam kung yung sinasabi niya, the former speaker or the new speaker. Basta sabi niya, the speaker wants to talk to me, the transition team is there, and then they want to present the plan.
So hindi natin alam kung sinong speaker.
Yeah, but a meeting transpired yesterday.
Yes. At kasi ang usap-usapan, sir, was that there was a meeting between CGMA, Speaker Gloria Macapagal Arroyo, and ex-Speaker Pantaleon Alvarez. So, is that true, or did that happen or not?
What I can confirm is Majority Leader Fariñas talked to the new speaker, Jimmy.
Gloria Macapagal Arroyo. At least that, sigurado tayo. Okay, so, nandun po kayo sa partido or sa side ni ex-Speaker Pantaleon Alvarez. Sir, when was the last time you talked to him, and what can you tell us that he said about this whole thing? Does he feel betrayed?
Well, we did not talk about those. We were thinking more in terms of how what is the situation of the group, and that we have to move on because I think that there was, as I said, a realization already that she has the numbers. So
Okay. So ilan kayong natira, sir? More or less?
at that time, no, when we met, we're just about 25 to 30, but it's still fluid at that time because some of those that were there are yet to make their final decisions on the matter, so it's not firm as yet.
Okay, so more or
But,
less...
what happened really was that the speaker and the majority leader gave freedom to anyone, to those people gathered there to make their final decision.
Paano ho ba yun, Congressman? Hindi ho ba si Speaker Gloria Macapagal Arroyo and ex-Speaker Pantaleon Alvarez are both PDP Laban members?
They are party members, and including the chair of the
Of
Committee on
course.
Justice, Faith.
Yeah.
That's
Paano
correct.
yun, sir?
Alam mo sa Congress, walang hard and fast rule dyan. It depends on it's awkward, but that is how it is in Congress. Sometimes, that is democracy also. It depends on how leaders will position themselves.
Okay, and at least it's not awkward between the two gentlemen here, one being on the side of Speaker Gloria Macapagal Arroyo and one on the side of ex-Speaker Pantaleon Alvarez. So, sir, I just want to go back very briefly to what happened. There was no maze at some point, walang secretariat, etc. There were questions on the validity on voting, Speaker Gloria Macapagal Arroyo, before the State of the Nation address, na inayos nyo naman po after the State of the Nation address of the President. Si Congressman Garbin was the one seen walking inside the session hall with the mace.
That's
Okay.
right.
Sir, saan yun nahanap yun, sa archives daw?
Well, sa archives, ito yung unang-unang mace na ginamit ng opening ng Congress.
This one?
Yeah, but just to impress to the Filipino people that the mace is just a symbol of authority. The authority of Congress is really belongs to the plenary. And the plenary is the majority of the members of the House of Representatives. So even in the absence of the mays, it is still our contention that that proceedings is valid.
Yeah. Are there plans, because sir, sinabi daw Congressman Rey na tinanggal yung audio. The audio was obviously cut. The maze was visibly absent. Nawala ho siya. Are there plans to investigate this on who may have been responsible, sir?
Meron. Sinabi na nga ni Congressman Nonoy Andaya that he will pursue the investigation. But you know, the absence of the audio and the maze is not attributable to the majority who elected Gloria Macapagal Arroyo as the new speaker. And so when you speak of irregularities in the proceedings, it's not attributable to the plenary, to the majority of the members of the House of Representatives.
So the absence of the maze and the cutting of the audio is attributable to them?
No, that has to be investigated. Kung sino talaga what is clear is when I called, when Congressman Velasco called General De Tabale to produce the maze, he answered back that I cannot do that, sir, because my superior is still Speaker Alvarez. So yun yung klaradong sagot ni General De Tabale. And then we were told that meron nga pala na isang maze, lumang maze na nakatago sa archive.
So ayaw talaga ibigay ni General dahil para sa kanya, ang kinikilala niyang speaker
That
was
time.
Pantaleon Alvarez.
Yes, yes.
I see.
Yeah.
So parang may standoff pati doon kung sinong susundin
And
niya.
I respect the position of General De Tabale. Hindi mo masisisi yung tao.
Oo, kasi kagulo din naman. So, all right, so yan na po nangyari. Kahapon tapos na po yung the BOL was ratified. Are you amenable, the group of Pantaleon Alvarez, Congressman Rey Umali, are you happy that this was ratified?
Yes, because as I said many times over, you know, I don't think the speaker nor, former Speaker Alvarez and Majority Leader Pariñas would want to put their effort, initiative to waste, you know. The night before the SONA, Majority Leader Pariñas and the rest of the BOL BICAM members were working, you know, just to really ensure that this will be passed. But then
There was a dinner the night before the SONA, hindi ho
yes,
ba?
that's correct.
With Congressman Willie Fariñas. Yeah.
And so I'm sure they would really want this passed because this is also the priority of the President, no less.
Kahit na hindi nangyari during the time that Speaker Alvarez was Speaker before the State of the Nation address of the President. All right, we'll be taking a short break. This is The Source on CNN Philippines. Still to come, what will be the priorities of Gloria Macapagal Arroyo as House Speaker and what happens to the committee chairmanships? Representatives Rey Umali and Alfredo Garbin will still be with us after the break. You're watching The Source on CNN Philippines. Our guest today, Representatives Rey Umali and Alfredo Garbin. Sir, Congressman Villarin told us yesterday that the reason for the ouster of the Speaker, Pantaleon Alvarez, ex-Speaker, was that because, marami pong dahilan, yung kanyang Noel, yung kanyang bruskong pamamahala ng House of Representatives. And Congressman Villarin said was, Mayor Sara Duterte had a hand in the ouster of Pantaleon Alvarez. May tinawagan daw si Mayor Sara Duterte. Kayo ho ba natawagan, Congressman Garbin?
I did not receive any call.
None.
None at all.
But you heard about the
I heard
supposed
about
calls?
the calls, but I don't have any personal knowledge. Nakwentuhan lang naman ako.
Kinuwentuhan ka ng kapwa congressman mo, sir, that Mayor Sara Duterte called them?
Yeah, but I cannot divulge their name.
Yeah.
Pero sa amin naman, nagdesisyon kami base sa aming assessment. And you know, I heed to the call of our minority leader, Danny Suarez, na dito na tayo. They have the numbers and sumabay na tayo.
Okay.
For the vacancy only
Yeah.
of the speakership.
Yeah, but you voted for Gloria Macapagal
Yes,
Arroyo as
eventually I
speaker.
voted.
Kasi 200 plus wanted to declare the position vacant and 180 plus voted for Speaker Gloria Macapagal Arroyo. Let's just go to some of the reactions of the senators on CGMA. Now, ano ba tawag? SGMA o SPGMA? Kasi
SGMA ba?
Okay, SGMA. Let's start with Senator Grace Poe.
Sa ating mga kababayan, maghanda lang kayo. Kasi pagka ang mga namuno sa Kongreso ay i-railroad itong Chacha at gawing parliamentary form, maaaring magising na lang kayo, either patas ang kapangyarihan sa Pangulong binoto ninyo o siya na ang magte-take over bilang Prime Minister.
Please react to that, both congressmen. Kapag ni-railroad itong Chacha, baka daw magising na lang tayo at pantay na ang kapangyarihan ng Presidente at ng Prime Minister. Well, let's just put this out in the open. The talk of Speaker Gloria Macapagal Arroyo possibly being Prime Minister has been going around.
Well, kahapon, sabi niya, the Congress, the House of Representatives will work hand in hand with the Senate. So this is a new position being undertaken by the new leadership as compared to the previous leadership of Speaker Alvarez na sabi niya, with or without the Senate, tutuloy namin to. But, you know, maganda na rin mag-umpisa tayo doon sa sinasabi ni Speaker Arroyo that she will work hand in hand with the Senate. Meaning, we have a bicameral Congress which will actively participate and work on whether we can push through with the charter change.
So personally, sir, kayo, you believe in voting separately?
I believe, I really subscribe that being a bicameral Congress, we cannot act on a certain measure without the active participation of the Senate. BOL, without the active participation of the Senate,
wouldn't have been
how much
ratified.
more amending the Constitution?
Yeah. Congressman Rey, si Speaker, kailangan ho tayong masanay, si Speaker Gloria Macapagal Arroyo wants to work hand in hand with the Senate. Very different from gaya ng sinabi ni Congressman Garbin, yung naging position ni ex-Speaker Pantaleon Alvarez.
Yun naman sinasabi siguro ni Speaker Bebot ay you know, these are just, I don't think there was really that intention to railroad it. In fact, this is just a proposal that we're working on. And we will submit this to the people. So yung fear na isang araw magigising tayo na Prime Minister with equal powers with the President, palagay ko naman na that's too presumptuous, no? Na hindi naman mangyayari yun because what we will do is, of course, we need to study. Ang sinasabi lang naman ni Speaker Bebot is that we will have to understand ourselves what this draft constitution submitted by the Consultative Commission is all about, and then debate on it, and then present it to the people. So it is the people who will ultimately decide on this. This will never happen na parang kami lang nag-usap ng Senado tapos bago ng...
May plebiscite.
May plebiscito ito.
But the question really was, my point, sir, was there's a different take between Speaker Arroyo and ex-Speaker Alvarez. Sinabi po ni Speaker Arroyo, we will work hand in hand with the Senate. And sinabi po ni ex-Speaker Alvarez, kaya nyo yon without the Senate. Hindi ho ba parang gano'n ang kanyang mensahe?
Ang sinasabi lang, ewan ko, no? I think, you know, with the new Senate President, nag-uusap naman sila. Palagay ko naman, the intention is really to, for us, Senate and the House to work together also.
Okay. So you also believe in voting separately, sir?
Sa akin, whether separately, jointly, whatever, is still a legal issue. I don't know what will happen because this is really a vague provision of the Constitution. Kanya dapat ma-resolve din yun. Ano?
Kailangan
And so,
maayos. Okay.
Oo, iayos
even,
muna.
even if the framers of the 1987 Constitution has said that it's really their opinion is to vote separately. Kahit po yun ang kanilang sinasabi, you still see it as vague.
It is vague because it will only be clear once the Supreme Court has ruled upon it.
Decides on this. Now, what happens to the committee chairmanship, sir? You are rather the chairman of the House Justice Committee. Ang dami pong hearing na naganap under your helm. Papaano ho? Will you stay? Can you stay if you're with the side of ex-Speaker Alvarez?
I don't know. The decision is for the majority to make and for the new speaker to make. No? So, but ako naman, I'm prepared for whatever. I'm even prepared for the worst. If I will not have it, I will readily oblige to surrender.
Sir, let me just ask you again. Why are you sticking it out with Speaker Alvarez, ex-Speaker Alvarez?
Yung sa akin kasi, I believe in the guy. And especially with the team-up of Majority Leader Fariñas, I believe in both of them, and nakita ko that the Congress at that during their leadership really did well, no? Worked well.
Okay.
Lahat ng na-empower, no? Quite frankly, I felt empowered during the time, and I think a lot more other members felt empowered during their time too.
Did you feel empowered, Congressman Garbin? Because if you did, why would you choose Speaker Gloria Macapagal Arroyo? Why did you want change?
Well, first of all, it's not a surprise to support, for me to support Gloria Macapagal Arroyo because I belong to the minority. At the outset, I never voted for Speaker Alvarez as the speaker. And so that's why I chose to belong to be in the minority.
Yeah.
And kaya nga ho, mas anomalous kung sumabay ho ako kay Speaker Alvarez from the minority, and baka sabihin nila talagang company yun nangyari sa amin.
But sir, why Gloria Macapagal Arroyo?
Well, there are some positions that I don't agree with the position made by the speaker. Yun na nga, yung the issue on a charter change, on voting separately, and of course the one being floated on no election.
Hindi sir, bakit si Gloria Macapagal Arroyo?
Well, in choosing a leader and in carrying out the legislative agenda of the administration, you have to choose first kung sino yung closest sa ating presidente. The one who has a working and harmonious relationship with the president. So,
And that's her.
and that's her.
Okay, what's going to happen to people like Congressman Rudy Fariñas? Some congressmen are saying that they were happy also with the work of Congressman Rudy Fariñas. Paano ho ba? Sino magiging majority, sino magiging minority? Nakakalito po.
Pinky, kung tatanungin mo ako, dapat si Rey pa rin.
Justice?
I worked with him as the chair of the Committee on Justice. Siguro
you.
siya na yung pinakamasipag na nakita ko. We worked 14 hours.
Yeah.
Kita mo yun. So, and especially with the plan to pass the Code of Crimes, siya yun eh. Siya yung mukha dun eh. So, sana hindi magalit sa akin yung sa majority. Pero,
Siya ang gusto
this
mo.
guy is a working.
As a majority, sir.
Majority leader. Siyempre, nandun din yung accomplishment ni Manong Rudy Fariñas. Hindi natin maisasantabi yun. So that's why a lot of congressmen sympathize with Kong Rudy Fariñas. But you know, the election of
But
the
he cannot be majority leader,
yes,
can
because
he?
the election of the new speaker comes with it the election of a new minority leader. Majority leader, sorry. So that's under the rules.
Yeah.
Kaya nga mamayang hapon yata magkakaroon ng election.
And who's that going to be, the majority leader, sir?
Hindi ko po alam eh.
Who are the candidates? Come on.
Baka nandyan si Nonoy Andaya.
Daya, of course.
And Nonoy Andaya.
And ano yan, Daya. Sa minority, sino? Yun ang medyo magulo, sir. Kayo ba ang minority? Yung LP ba ang minority? Who is a minority?
It's still a drama in the making.
Hindi pa pala tapos yun.
Wala, hindi pa. I think it will it will be a long-drawn drama.
Yeah, it'll be a confusing minority. It might be a confusing minority. We'll be taking a short break. This is The Source on CNN Philippines. Okay, you're watching The Source on CNN Philippines. Our guests today, Representatives Rey Umali and Alfredo Garbin. We're still talking about who the minority will be, which is very important in to become a fiscalizer in all this. So, what are the scenarios we're looking at? Help us understand the situation.
What was declared vacant was the position of the speaker.
Only.
Oo, hindi naman all seats vacant. May
So
ganun
it is the contention of everybody except for the position of the majority leader that all the standing committees, special committees, and the minority, these are status quo.
But how can Minority Leader Danilo Suarez stay as Minority Leader?
That's why their position is, that was declared vacant is only the position of the speaker. And so, I think even if they supported Gloria Macapagal Arroyo to be the speaker, I think there's this manifestation that was already drafted and addressed to the speaker that Congressman Danny Suarez and members of the minority opted to remain in the minority.
I have to admit I'm a little confused about that because Danilo Suarez has always known to be a supporter of Gloria Macapagal Arroyo. The speaker, she's now the speaker. How can he be a minority leader? Can somebody try to make me understand that, gentlemen?
I cannot understand it myself. No, but the situation is dynamic. As pointed out, what was declared vacant was only the position of the speaker.
I understand that,
And
yeah.
so I think in the next couple of days, a lot of changes will happen. I'm sure that the members of the majority would want a shot at some chair committees. No?
Yeah. Sir, si ex-Speaker Alvarez ba, is he interested to even be a minority leader?
I think that will be a decision that will be made by the remnants, so to
Remnants.
speak.
Opo, pero would he be interested?
I don't know. Probably he would give way because his character is different. He's more of a silent worker.
Opo, okay.
And I think, I don't know, within the group, I think if there is anyone, it could be majority leader, Fariñas.
Okay. Isang last question, sorry, just to you, sir. Was there any attempt to reach out to Mayor Sara Duterte dun sa grupo ninyo, sir? Speaker Alvarez, any of you guys?
It is really between the speaker and Mayor Sara. It doesn't involve
Was
us
there
at all.
any attempt, sir?
I really don't know. I really
Alright.
don't know.
So we will continue to monitor the developments, Congressman Garbin, at the new House, di naman at the new, sorry, the House of Representatives with its new Speaker, Gloria Macapagal Arroyo. Are you gonna, will you be there today, sir?
Yes.
Si Speaker, will he be there? Ex-Speaker will be there?
I don't know. I will find out.
All right. Congressman Garbin, maraming salamat po
Thank
sa
you.
inyo. And Congressman Rey Umali,
Thank
maraming
you.
salamat din po sa inyo. Thank you for joining us here on The Source. I'm Pinky Webb. You're watching CNN Philippines.